on right now. I don't know how much of an introduction I'm going to need to give for this. This is a hack that I should have gotten uploaded to Super Mario Central over a year ago. It's just, I got sidetracked by literally everything else you can imagine until then. So I'm at least going to make my effort to get this hack back on the site and accepted. Oh yeah, PooTSS, of course. Yeah, yeah, you saw quite a few of my All Items Let's Plays, or quite a few live streams from the All Items series I did on Minecraft. So I'm gonna see how much of this I can get knocked out by the end of the day. Hopefully I can get to at least World 4 and just finish it. I want to get like half the hack done today. I just want to go through as much of it as possible because I feel like I've just held this off for way too long. This is a Super Mario hack that I just have yet to upload to Super Mario Central. So I'm gonna go play through it, and also, if I find anything that's wrong with it, anything I'd like to just fix before sending it back out there, I'm just gonna take note of it. I'm gonna take notes while I'm going through this. So if anything just sticks out as wrong, then I'm definitely gonna write that down. Wait, can you move right even? Oh, Darkin, long time no see. Already found something worth writing. Already found something wrong. I can't go left or right here. I might just go and fix that now, because this isn't even gonna let me play, like... Because, like this, I can't even go to, like, 4 of these pipes or stars or anything. I can't even play the game like this. So I'm actually going to just go and fix that because I can't even get to like 4 of these if I just don't fix this. So excuse me, let me see what I can do real quick. Because obviously I can't send it in like that. That's just yikes. That's just terrible. I can't send the hack like that. If you can't even access like over half the content, like what's the point? What, really, what gives? I thought this did work. Let me see here. Let's see if I can use another tile in its place. I don't know if I have to start a new game just to test it. I'm gonna save this to the ROM real quick. Okay, I really hope this doesn't take too long. I really hope I can figure something out, because I wasn't expecting this in the slightest. New file again. Still having the same problem. Can't move them left or right, but I can move them up and down on these tiles. I really don't know what happened. I mean, it worked perfectly fine before. I mean, it used to work perfectly fine. I'm just gonna see what happens if I open up, like, one of my old save files. And if I open up one of my old save files, then it's perfectly fine, so I really don't get it. Just when I start a new game, that breaks. Literally didn't even get to start and already we have like a major flaw in our hands and I don't know how to fix it. Like, I literally just got this started. Like, come on, game, please. Now I can't move upwards. Alright, I know what I did wrong. Let me Get another look at this. Or perhaps, I got another idea. I have like another thing I could just do real quick. Wait, this shouldn't be visible. It looks like it makes sense. And there shouldn't be a visible dot here, ideally. Task selector. Believe me, this really shouldn't be like... This really shouldn't be taking that long. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm going to copy this tile over here. Move Mario back to this spot. Save it like this, and hopefully when we start the new game it's going to work properly. Son of a bitch, it still doesn't work. And if I use an old save file, what then? Then it works. I really don't know. Wait, maybe... I think I know how to deal with this. So, bits and pieces, open this up again. This really shouldn't be happening, but hey. You can never be, like, prepared for anything, it seems, these days. You can just never be ready for anything. Enable up. I'm gonna move Mario to this level tile instead. I'm gonna double check to make sure this... Okay. Wait. Level number to use for this tile. Enable... If I enable left, that's not gonna be good for this. Wait, maybe... I'm trying to make this work, guys. I really didn't want to have to do this on a live stream of all times. I'm really trying to make this work. Kind of forgot what I was doing for a second. 0 is unused. 23 is unused. I'll just remove that. I think I'll just change this to another level name here. Then level 0, enable all directions. Hopefully I don't screw up that other level tile I have somewhere else on the overworld, because I don't want to enable freely all directions. Okay, that's good. Enable only up on this one. Level's been passed, no entry of level passed, just kind of like walk on that. 0, enable all directions, level's been passed, no entry of level passed. That makes perfect sense. I'm going to save the overworld to the ROM again. Now I'm going to hope this actually works. Once it does, I'm just going to get the game back on screen. This really shouldn't take too much longer. I feel like I'm onto something. Move up. Okay. I think I'll put Mario back in the main hub, though. I think I'll put him right back in the center, though. I mean, would make sense to do that. So I'm just going to go back here. Overworld. Copy him over. Right to the middle. Save, and this really should work. If it doesn't, I'm going to be super pissed. Another empty file again. And we are good. Okay, I think we're fine. I'm just going to see what happens to the older save files. Real quick. Okay, we're good. So, let's get this back on screen. I really wasn't expecting it to go... I really wasn't expecting the game to break that majorly that early on. Okay, we're back. That took like only 5 minutes. I was worried I was going to take like way longer. Thought I was going to have to stop the stream for a second. Without even really starting anything. Yeah, this is what should have been happening. You should be able to walk freely to all these warps, because each of these warps is a different world you can play. Except for the question mark, that's just a tutorial level. which I feel like I might want to do another one of these if I get too carried away with custom resources again. So, Tutorial Island. This shouldn't trigger an exit if I'm not mistaken. Nor should the level called Bits Bar. I'm just gonna see if the side exit works. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to, like, lie to the player. Wouldn't want to look like a dumbass. I mean, it's a little more relevant when you look at the fact that there's some more advanced techniques that you're going to be shown, and there's going to be some custom stuff that doesn't show up in the original game, that this kind of just explains that to you before you encounter any of it in a life or death situation. Yes, you can do wall jumps, but only off of these specific blocks. You can only wall jump off this stuff specifically. Green blocks with the 2 arrows, telling you what direction you can hop off the wall in. Oh right, the tightrope. And then you run on the tightrope so you can fall through it. Yeah, these blocks are also a prominent feature in Bits and Pieces. And so is throwing stuff, also. Like, there's an entire level that revolves around carrying the ruby. You're probably gonna see it sooner or later, because it's in the first world. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to hit this. And yes, these are keys, but I just changed the graphics on them to make them look like something that's not actually keys, because I don't want to give the player the impression that there's a secret exit if there isn't one. I mean, the key's pretty good when it comes to, like, picking up stuff so you can just throw it at other things, but I just changed the graphics on it so they wouldn't go looking for a secret exit. I have to use one of the Koopas here for this to work. Yep. Okay, hopefully I can just spawn the other Goomba, because I'm gonna have to reset if I can't. Scroll the screen. He's not spawning even. He's not even spawning even after I scroll the screen. Okay, I just have to do it the other. I'm just gonna lose the flower so I don't kill the next one by accident. Just so I don't kill the next Goomba by accident, because, I mean, I did that to the first one and kinda got stuck there for a bit. Yeah, all this cool stuff with some of the custom blocks before you end up in any situations where just doing something wrong can actually get you killed. Wait, did I set this up right? Actually, no, I think we still got this. Actually, no, I need a Koopa for this to work. Yeah, I promise, this is the last room. This is the last room in the tutorial. just need to finish. And this shouldn't add to the exit count, nor should Bits Bar. Wait. Side exited. I really don't think that's gonna change much of anything, actually. Just gonna go double check that neither of these add to the exit count. So the not condemned bar. Still not exactly sure why I put this sign up there. And yes, there's actually a few hidden things in this little hub level that's, for the most part, it's just a place where you can go and actually save your progress at any time, pretty much. And I think you're also told the ordering of the worlds throughout the game. Ideally, the game worlds are set up in this order, but you can tackle them in any order you wish. Now we're gonna go looking for the secret stuff. I mean, if you look hard enough, you'll notice there's this crack in the wall. And crack in the ceiling. What did I just say? So that's how you get to the life farm. Except there might be an even faster place to just farm lives than, well, here. Yeah, there's a much faster way to do it, but it's in World 5. Even though I could go for that as soon as possible, I just want the life farm quick and easy and get it super early. But even then, this doesn't take too long either. I wonder where I hid the room with the power-ups, by the way. We really shouldn't run out of lives, ideally. Okay, it's just a hidden door. If I'm not mistaken, okay, I think there actually is a cape in this hack. It's just very rare. And you can't fly over entire levels with it either. I added a patch to this ROM hack that pretty much nerfed the cape, so it disables you from just flying over entire levels, but you can still glide around. It makes it much easier to platform. You can still do the cape spin, all that cool stuff. Most of what you want from the cape anyway, you still have it. So this should say 0 exits. Good. Okay, now exits should start counting. So let's go to level 1. It's just, well, you're level 1. Now this should start adding to the exit count. Oh, neat little bonus room. Okay, apparently those Shy Guys are immune to fire. And here's just a bunch of line guides. Yeah, for level 1, this is kind of pushing it. I mean, it's unique for level 1, like, it's kind of a lot for the first level. You don't see stuff like this, like, that often. Usually, I mean, it's just more common that people just play it safe in their first levels when they're making them. Usually, you don't get something this crazy and, like, complex. And even then, that's not that hard. I mean, It was probably harder in an earlier version of this hack. I can only imagine I probably toned it down a few times. Alright. I think I remember that, Jack. Oh yeah, speaking of the Ruby, here's the Ruby quest level. Yeah, these blocks used to be instant kill if you weren't carrying the Ruby, now they just do damage to you. So you have to hold the run button and make sure you keep on holding it, and don't let this thing go. While you're pretty much playing, like, most of the level, actually. You gotta carry this. Yeah, and also this level got easier as well recently. Well, not recently, but it got easier a few times. I mean, this is a pretty gimmicky hack overall. Yeah, and then there's the part where you can't carry the Ruby. Yeah, that's kind of its own challenge that'll show up in the second half of the level. I will admit, that looks kind of crazy. If you are holding it, okay, so I'm gonna throw the Ruby away. And I figured just in case they didn't read it the first time, the players didn't read that the first time, I just put it there again, because... I mean, this is a huge part of the level, really. I think you just throw this up and over. Then you do it for there, too. And a reset pipe in case you throw the Ruby in a place where you can't get it, in case you're small or something. Because this is a pretty demanding gimmick. Unless you're really used to it, it's pretty demanding. And here you just have to juggle the thing. Believe me, this used to be harder too. And being able to shoot down some of the enemies, that makes it easier as well. I got it stuck. I can go recover it, just gonna take a hit by doing so. I'm gonna get hit by trying to recover this. Yeah, good thing these blocks aren't instant kill anymore. So glad I changed that. So glad I decided to take that back. Then you use a Ruby to get rid of a block with a lock on it. Only in this fictional world can you do that. Some of the tiles look kind of funny there. And even then, I don't think too many people are gonna really care or notice. I don't care about these microscopic issues, quote unquote. Now then, the circus level with tight ropes that if you run across them too fast, just fall through. So I wanted to try for going for that anyway. I gotta give at least one try. Yeah, in case you didn't... I mean, I really just want to make sure that I really just want to make sure you just get the gimmick, like, no matter what way you take through the game, because you can do the worlds in any order, so when it comes to introducing new gimmicks, that kind of makes it trickier to get right, because it's just more likely someone's going to do the worlds in a non-sequential order, and then try and figure out what the gimmicks are, and then... Okay, so I guess I just want to introduce the gimmick in a safe environment. Assume every case is possible for what order the worlds are played in. Yeah, it's really confusing now that I think about it, the way I'm saying it. So yeah, there's 5 main worlds. So what I'd like to do from now on, if it comes to introducing new gimmicks in a non-sequential fashion, ideally you would want to imagine that the worlds can be played in any order, and imagine that they will be played in every possible combination. So every time you feel like the gimmick hasn't been used yet, like for the first instance of every gimmick in a particular world, introduce that in a safe environment. So I don't die trying to figure out how to discover it. So the first time it's used in any world, really, I guess. As opposed to the first time it's used. Go through? Okay, good. I think we're almost done, yep. Okay, so that finishes that. After a really confusing explanation as to how worlds can be done in non-linear order, and how I should introduce gimmicks from that point onward. Really don't know how to phrase it, I'm sorry guys. Yeah, here I introduce the custom power-ups, which, if you see enough Castlevania, then you'll know exactly what inspired, well, they're the hammer and the boomerang, it's just the graphics on them have been changed because it was inspired by Castlevania. I mean, they'll function exactly like the hammer and the boomerang, but the graphics are just different. I mean, this is the Hammer Brother, instead he just throws axes now. Same thing, just looks different. And yeah, the axes can hit a ton of stuff that can't be hit with fire. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, there used to be way more enemies here, to a point where it would actually slow down the game. And make it almost impossible for you to beat the level if you didn't have these power-ups. Good thing I changed my mind on that. Now then, the cross. Functions exactly like you'd expect a boomerang to function. Yeah. If I would have known how to, I would have also tried to get a dagger power-up. Something you just throw that flies straight. I would have also tried to do that as well, because I figured if we already got the axe and cross in here, let's try and get the dagger. Really wouldn't know where to start for trying to get holy water into this. Or a watch. Yeah, let's just say I'd like to have that be another power-up option. Something that just flies straight across the screen as opposed to bounces across the ground. Yeah, you can thank LX5 for these power-ups. I could have never done anything like this myself. Grab another cross. Take my backup one. And we're done the level. Haven't died yet so far, so I think that's a good thing. Really not sure how the average player is going to fare against this. Maybe once I submit this again, we'll find out. So I haven't noticed anything really crazy in World 1 as of late. I don't think I particularly want to go change. I can just... I don't know if this level's still... I mean, this level's still probably really long. It was longer before. I don't know if I might have to truncate the length of this level some more. You start with like 900 seconds. And yes, the hammer... No, the axe and the boomerang power-ups are actually restricted to the levels you find them in. You can't take them to another level because they're really powerful. More powerful than Fire Flower, but restricted to like the levels you find them in. Yeah, to prevent them from getting too out of hand, I just decided to do that. Thankfully I got that guy at the edge of the screen. Yes, this water current does move you. That would have been a pretty good place to hide something, but... not sure what I'd even put up there. That was a close one. I don't know if I can still maybe get under here. Okay, maybe not if I'm big. No, I don't think I can do it when I'm big. Yeah, there's a 3-up moon under there, but if you're big, I don't think you can reach it. You'll just lose too much momentum and get pushed back left anyway. Then there's a brief underwater section here that introduces the blue mushrooms. I mean, a few of these underwater sections have this air meter, and you just have to go from one blue mushroom to the next so you don't run out of oxygen. Because if you do, you just immediately die. Though I might want to add more of these. Even then, my oxygen never dipped into the red, so... I think we're still good enough when it comes to those mushrooms. Wait. Whoops. I just literally forgot that I wasn't supposed to go in that pipe. I already got the switch I needed. I literally just forgot that I was supposed to use the switch elsewhere. I'll be there soon. Probably actually gonna go for a bit after this level. So hit the switch and don't go in this pipe. put that pipe up there for anyway? Maybe it has something to do with the midpoint. Oh, I did hide something up there. Pretty crazy place to put a dragon coin. Yeah, good thing you don't need to actually collect it. It should be almost done. Yeah, I got some errands to run, so I'm just gonna finish this level, stop the stream, then come back to it as soon as possible. I said I want to get to World 4 by the end of the day. I'm gonna stick to my word. So I'm gonna try and just finish this level real quick. Oof. Silly boomerang cross chuck glitch, I just noticed. But if you're not paying attention to it, you might actually just miss it anyway, so it's probably not that big a deal, but I'm gonna look at that anyway. Looks pretty funny. Probably won't be... Yeah, it definitely won't be the end of the world if we leave that in by accident. No, I don't think I will. So drop this here, just use it. That guy, it's kind of right in your face. When you jump up there with the springboard. Have to double back with a P-switch. Might add a few more clues just in case you forget what you're doing, and I could have maybe killed myself just by running into this block. Yeah, I think you can just glitch yourself into that and die, so... That's another thing to... Wait. How do you get in the pipe exactly? Oh, shit. How do you get in this? I mean, I'm pretty sure I can still get into this pipe, it's just... I didn't intend it to be this hard. This was supposed to be much easier. That wasn't supposed to be a struggle. I have some errands to run, so I'm going to be back in maybe an hour or so. I'm going to just double check the exit count real quick. 1, 2, 3... That should say 5. I'm going to drop the save state here, load it back up when I'm ready to continue this. This should say 5. It says 5. Good. So, see you soon.